Well, I was almost done editing this FSD Beta 12.3 drive in the snow, and Tesla drops 12.3.1 on me, and I'm sure other people. So it's always weird to release an older version when a new version is out, but I figure I will still show this to you because it is in heavy snow. It was very interesting, but there was a big bug in 12.3 where the car just did not want to go the speed limit. It was very timid and very slow, and Elon Musk said on X they were going to fix that with 12.3.1, so it looks like that's coming out. I think this is still an interesting drive. I think people will still enjoy seeing how well the vehicle actually did in the snow. So check this one out and just know that I am going out with 12.3.1, and that video will be out very soon on the latest version, and the drive will be much more difficult. It won't have snow, but it'll have a lot more humans to contend with in different capacities. So hope you enjoy this one. Either way, hit like, get subscribed so you don't miss that next video, and you will see me in the next one. This video is brought to you by Joa, maker of premium Tesla and vehicle accessories. Claim your discount by using the link in the description below. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Full Self-Driving Beta Videos. We are on version 12.3, and this is absolutely my first 12.3 drive. It's my first version 12 drive at all in the driver's seat, and I am very excited. But poor Tesla, you know, they do call it full self-driving. They don't call it sunny self-driving, and this is the first day I've been able to try to drive this, and we're going for it. It is going off the road just a little bit. So, to be totally honest, I feel like FSD Beta will struggle a lot in these conditions. So like we are way too far to the right. We should not be this far. I'm actually going to correct it really quick. But we're going to do dirt road snow driving, which is what we're doing now. Then we're going to head into downtown, do some downtown driving, where I think the roads will be a little more clear, but we do have some snow falling a little bit, and we should have some snow on the ground, and see how version 12 interfaces with that. So release notes for this, there's really not much. It basically says we replace lots of code with neural nets, and you have an AI driving the car now. What I will note right off the bat, I love the speed it's going right now. 14, 15-ish miles per hour, up to maybe 22-ish is a great speed for the current conditions. We are using this new setting, the autopilot set speed or whatever it's called. Let me look in here. Automatic set speed offset. So the car can basically use its intelligence to determine, hey, this is how fast we're going to go in these conditions. Sometimes it'll speed, it'll go over the speed limit, and as you're seeing here, sometimes it will go under the speed limit. Now this is related. Let's see, can you find this left turn? You are almost missing it. Oh boy, off the road. All right, I'm going to fix you there just because I don't want to get stuck. It just barely went off the road there. It is related to, excuse me, your chill, average, and assertive settings. I will pay attention to the road. Sorry, sir. And I'm going to keep it in average for now. Maybe we'll experiment with those in the future, but for now, this is what we're going to do. I will say overall, well, we're going to get to our first destination here. I'm curious what the car will do. It's probably just going to stop right here. So let's edit this and get this out of here, and the car can continue. I will say, even though the car is moving a little too far to the right, I am decently impressed with how it's figuring out where the road edge is, because you can't really see the edge of the road here. It's just a blank white canvas. And for me, I basically have to use my memory to know, hey, the road's here, it's not over there, because you absolutely cannot see the edge of the road at all. You can kind of see the tire tracks, but there hasn't been a lot of people. You can see someone else drove exactly where we're driving here, which I think is a little too, maybe that was the garbage truck or something. But you can kind of see the tire tracks, but there's not a lot of people driving here, and it's mostly getting covered with snow. So overall, this snowy setup, it's actually not bad. The speed is excellent. That's a huge improvement over past versions where it would basically just rocket up to the set speed. So if I had set the speed to 25, it would just go 25. It wouldn't care about the snow, it wouldn't care about the traction or anything, and it would just rocket up to that speed. I could set it to 50 and it would try to do it. Here, I'm letting the car decide the speed, and wow, is it doing an excellent job of deciding how fast we should go in these conditions. So I'll probably skip over a little bit of this because it's probably mostly going to be boring. Cameras are not turning off though, so I will be able to capture everything. And we will head into downtown. But as of the snow dirt road driving initial experience, not terrible. We're going a little too far to the right. But beyond that, the speed's very good. The traction's very good. I don't think we've actually slipped once. These are not snow tires. They're all season tires, which is fine. I mean, it's the end of March, so that's what you're going to get. But yeah, overall, not bad. Let's skip ahead to the fast road up there and see how it does with fast cross traffic. All right, so approaching the stop sign here. Let's see how it does. We'll need to, very nice, gradually slow so we don't slip. Absolutely zero slippage. It almost does make me feel like the car has some sense of the snow around it and that it needs to very gradually decelerate to avoid slipping. Now, it's really hard to see to the right and left here. We only need to really look to the left. I don't see anybody. but traffic will be traveling at probably 60-ish miles per hour. So we're good to go. We're sticking out a little bit. That's actually not bad. And once we get onto this road, a nice takeoff. Wow, the takeoff is definitely improved in version 12, and that's exactly what you need on this road. So let's see how fast the car is going. So I've heard some complaints already about this specific version. There is always another update coming, that it goes a little bit below the speed limit. And that's what I'm seeing here. Now for these conditions, if you're watching at home, you might be like, oh, that's a good speed for this road. You shouldn't be going much faster. Personally, I'd probably go 60 here, despite the slight wetness. But I'm not really going to fault the car for going 43 here. I feel like it's actually a pretty safe and okay speed. We are getting an error message. Full self-driving may be degraded. Poor weather detected. Fair enough. It is detecting that poor weather. That is true. But we'll let it continue on here. And there's a left turn coming up that the car has never really been able to do, at least correctly. We'll see if version 12 can tackle it. I'm going to guess it's still going to have some trouble. All right, so here's the left turn. The car has pretty much always messed up. So the line is up there, but it's faded. So you can kind of see the line over there. But here, the paint stop line is faded, and the car's actually doing it correctly. What the heck? This is legally where you're supposed to stop. There's nobody around. Is it actually going to get to zero? It didn't get to zero, but wow, that is by far the best the car has ever done. And what is extra awesome about that is Tesla didn't come to this turn and practice it a bunch of times and then put it in. They just trained the car with neural nets, and now it can do that turn. I might have to turn those off just for audio purposes. It can do that turn, which it's never been able to do before. So basically, in the past, it would stop at the stop sign and then kind of creep up, or maybe just fly through when it couldn't even see. I wouldn't call that turn perfect, but I would call it definitely good enough to, like, it could do that every time, and that's not a problem at all. All right, so this is going to get more difficult for the car. You can see the snow is being blown back onto the road. We're going a little over the speed limit, which for me is perfect. If the car was going 5 under, I actually think that would be fine too, especially seeing the road as it looks now. But we're feeling good. For context, the person behind me, I will show you the camera. It makes them look a lot farther than they are, but they're back there a decently close. They're giving me enough room, but I can tell that if I wasn't here, they would definitely be going faster. But overall, this is very impressive so far. It's performing really well, even with the precipitation. No, it's not the biggest blizzard in human history. No, there's not 10 feet of snow on the ground, but it's something to contend with. And with this being, Elon was saying that a couple months ago, version 12 was having trouble with rain, and they didn't want to roll it out much outside of California. Now here we are in just a couple of months. Look at this snow. This is a decently heavy snow. It's definitely obstructing the cameras to some extent. Visibility is reduced. You cannot see as far as you could on a clear day, of course. And V12, 12.3 is handling it pretty nicely here. So we'll go for our stop sign here. Get to 0, and then we will go. Please take off. All right, it's not, okay, and then a takeoff. So it definitely was a little unsure there, but the takeoff was decent. And wipers are a bit concerned. Nice, very nice. This is great. All right, so map data in this area has always been kind of weird. Really, our destination is that building right there, but for whatever reason, it thinks it needs to turn left and right and whatever, but it makes it a little more entertaining. So no turn signal. That was a little late. We're clear to go. It's getting, I think, confused by the snow on the road here. And we do have a crew working. Now, version 12, I'll explain this for you, doesn't show cones for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. This is perfect. Oh my gosh, 8 miles per hour. We were very close to them. But the car didn't hesitate at all. It didn't do this like kind of jerky braking it used to do in the past. It just stayed slow and just very smoothly moved through there. That is the exact way to handle that scenario. Not saying in the past older versions couldn't get through what we just got through, but they would be a lot more like go, stop, or get stuck, or whatever. That was great. So another stop sign, a lot of creeping here. Again, it's probably because of the snow, but a lot of creeping where it's really not needed, where it's kind of wide open. Now, nav is going to be weird here because I needed to get through this light before I delete the next thing, but let's see. Get out of here. I should turn that off. And here we go. So we got some traffic to the left, and that was actually the last car. We are clear. Very cautious here, and I don't mind it because of the conditions. We're good. We're kind of poking in the road a little bit at this point. Look at that tentacle. That thing is not sure of what to do. So we're good. There were no cars there, but wow, is this very slow and timid. So I will need to edit this trip as soon as we get through the intersection. Okay, person behind me is coming up fast. They're not happy that I'm not going exactly 30 miles per hour, but that's all right. We're going to ignore them. We're going to let the car do its thing. I need to turn those cameras off. Okay, so we got a left turn at the stop sign here. We'll make our complete stop. The person is trying to go around me. I don't know why we're not going. Okay, just again, timid. I'm surprised because when I did that version 12 drive with Bradford, the car was just gunning it through everything. But I'm actually really happy with the way it's performing in terms of it seems like it's being cautious. And yeah, there's not many people around, so it doesn't need to be quite that. Okay, I'm going to turn this off. It's too loud. It's being cautious a little too much, but it's hard to describe. It's not in the jerky, annoying way that it used to be in the past, where it would just like suddenly stop and then not move. It's kind of like the whole time it's kind of making progress, just really slowly. It's just being really careful. In a downtown area, going 22, I think is also perfectly acceptable. All right, moving into this left turn lane. So moving into the left turn lane nicely, and we have blinking yellow into solid yellow, and the car stops. Pretty nice. Was it a fluke? I don't know. But it did the right thing for sure, especially because I was a cop over there. All right, so we got our blinking yellow, and the car zooms right through there. Beautiful. Wow. That couldn't have been any better. I'll comment, because if you've been watching a long time, you know the car has moved through blinking yellows, but the way it handled that one was, I mean, exactly perfect. There is no critique I could give that exact maneuver. So this is where in the past I would edit this in the middle of the trip and try to screw the car up with rerouting. So we'll see how it handles that. In the like year and a half or 2 years ago, the car would just lose its mind here when I did that, and it would like almost fly off the road and stuff. Whereas here, look how quickly it rerouted and immediately gets over to where it wants to go. This is the best it has ever performed in that exact little test that I've ever seen. So things keep improving. They do keep getting better. Is this level 5? No. Nobody said it was, but we are getting closer. So we stop here. Again, there's nobody in either direction. The car is just being very cautious and moving through. I'm really interested. Make sure you hit like and get subscribed because I will be taking this into a busier downtown area. Oh, you're going into the parking lot? No. A busier downtown area after the snow's gone to see how it does without this obstacle. Don't get me wrong. It's still cool to see it with the snow. I'm very interested in this as well. But since I don't have any experience with V12, it'd be nice to try it in, you know, a little more milder conditions than this. But hey, Blizzard V12 is good too. So we do have traffic coming from the left. I'm surprised we're not creeping up more than this, but we can see easily. And after that car, it's clear. So go. What are you waiting for? So now we got somebody coming, but it was wide open. We could have definitely made that right turn. So after that car, there you go. And seeing that motorcycle over there as a bike. Oh, now it's gone. There it is. That's so funny. It's just a sculpture. So that's not the right way to get there. We want to go there too, but I mean, now I would get over there, but he was like way back there. So, and he went through the red light as well. So I hope Beta doesn't follow that guy. Really slow moving in this left turn lane. And it almost like moved back a little bit. I don't know, that was interesting. All right, so we got the blinking yellow. We're gonna wait our turn here. The person in front of us has green, and I don't know why they're waiting. But is Beta gonna go for it? I mean, I would. I don't know why it's definitely his right away. I'm not sure. Oh, they were turning left. That's my bad. Okay, so I got confused there as well. But Beta did the right thing. It waited. It did pretty much the same thing as me. It's like, is this guy gonna go? And then it moved forward. I couldn't see their turn signal. I think it was covered in snow. Great decision making there. So hopefully it sees that cop ahead of us. Now it doesn't display it as a police officer, which if there's no flashing lights, it's probably not necessary. I don't think it has that ability yet. But it is nicely going below the speed limit to stay away from them. So we'll turn in this neighborhood, and then next we're going to try a roundabout. So I changed the route here. We're going very slow. Old versions of Beta would fly through this neighborhood. I mean, definitely be going 25, whatever was needed. Now we're going 15. I don't know if it kind of can see that it's residential and is going a little slower. That's fine, a fine decision, but it is definitely a bit slow. Yeah, this is definitely not like the version that was, I think, 12.2.1 or something. Whatever was before version 12.3. This is way more calm than that. So we're just stopping here. We don't want to get near those kids, which is polite. We also might have splashed them if it would have kept going fast. So that actually was a pretty good decision. Through the puddle again. And actually have a report button up here. Did everybody get that with V12, or did they make this an OG car? That's interesting. So this is our, I should have said that. Oh, maybe I did. This is our hardware 4 Model Y. We sold the hardware 3 Model Y, which was an OG beta car to get the Cybertruck. And this car never had the report button. Now this car has a report button. I think I'm back with the OGs. Thank you, Tesla. That's appreciated. That's very cool. All right, I didn't want to do it in the middle of the test, but I'm curious here. We're just playing around having fun. If I put it on assertive, are we going to start going faster? Because that's actually what I want. So let's see if that will... And then you hit the brake immediately. I wonder if that will fix some of my personal complaints here. I know it's, going to be opinion, but that's my opinion on it. So here's our 35 sign. We're still going below. Interesting. Wow, that takeoff. I wonder if that's the assertive stuff, because that takeoff was crazy. We're going to put that in later. We'll do a full circle around the roundabout. All right, nice and busy. Let's hope there's some people in here for us to interact with. So we're coming up to the roundabout here. No, and everybody clears out as soon as we get here. So move through, don't stop. Very nice. And you got to go all the way around. Well, not all the way. You got to get to the second exit. Calm, collected. Cool, very nice. All right, I'm going to go in this parking lot so the car can turn around. All right, so this nav looks weird. Is it even going to know that it needs to leave this parking lot and get back on the road? Yeah, it's not even moving. So I just turned it on. It needs to leave the parking lot, take that roundabout, and keep going. Let me push the accelerator here. So I've done this in the past where I had it pointing into this parking lot, and it has escaped from here before, but it seems like it's not quite sure what to do right now. Yep, I might have to do this myself. Let me at least point it in the right direction. There you go. Can you get out now? Let's see. So a tiny bit of steering wheel wiggle, but something I've noticed is in the past, I used to do that kind of back and forth thing all the time. That's not happening. You're getting a little close to them. I don't want to freak them out and think we're going to be weird. Yeah, the nav is just, it doesn't know exactly what it needs to do here, but go over there. Yeah, so it's pretty much stuck in this parking lot. It doesn't have good enough navigation data. But I thought the whole point of the neural nets was it's supposed to be able to just look around and, figure it out. I wouldn't sit here and look at a map and be like, how do I get out of this parking lot? I would be like, oh, there's the road. Let's try that. Let me push it again. Maybe if I keep pushing it, at least over in that direction. All right, now I'm letting off. Man, it's very smooth, though, in terms of the way it moves around. Holy moly. No, don't turn. Oh, there you go. So it's got to turn left here. It's also showing a phantom stop on the ground that's not there. It's got the left turn signal on. Okay, needed a little help, but we're moving along here. So we got someone to the right and to the left. Go. All right, not bad, not bad. Everything is so calm, though. It's a very, calming experience almost. It feels so... the car's just like, yeah, bro, we're just driving. There's no rush. That's what it feels like, if that makes sense. Yep, keep going. Don't mind that person. All the way around. It's good. I mean, it feels so nice. Again, if I was driving, I'm not driving, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, if I was driving, I'd be driving faster than this. Now someone's behind me, tailgating me. I'm going to put, there. Okay, I was going to put the turn signal on, but it did it. Sorry, man, I'm lost. And now it's going to go in this parking lot. Get in there, go, do it, don't wait. Okay, well, whatever. Now it's waiting for all this traffic. Okay, well, come on, hold on. No, wait, you're gonna miss the... Okay, well, now you missed the parking lot. I really don't want to get on the highway. I might turn us around here. All right, let me turn us around and see if it'll get us there. I want to see if it'll park. All right, took a few tries to turn that on. No traffic, so go. Man, visibility is not good though. It's really, you cannot see that far. There's a good amount of snow coming down, but you're now in the road. I'm reporting it with my special button. Like, you are in the road going 4 miles an hour. That's not the right thing to do. You're also screwing this up too. So yeah, I can still find problems with it if I take it in the snow. It's definitely just too scared of the snow. I mean, to be fair, at least the road's like partially covered here. All right, we need to get out of the way. I'm going to accelerate a little bit. And now I'll let off because it's going to turn into this parking lot. I'm putting the turn signal on because we got someone behind us. And let's see, will you go in there and park? Let's see it. Nice. Now I'm not going to do anything. You figure out what to do here. Well, of course you can't see the parking spots because there's snow everywhere. Oh boy. Oh, a little wiggly there. We're stopping right here. So we're at our destination. Fair enough. All right, I think this video is long enough. Let me go edit it. Lots more version 12 testing coming.